I need a new brow gel. So I picked this one up because I couldn't find one at Ulta. So I went ahead and picked this one up at CVS. Y'all think this will work? Cool. Welcome back to Fancy Pants Makeup, where we put on our fancy pants and we play with some makeup. So today I'm going to do a full face from moisturizer, primer, all the way through setting spray of just makeup that I've picked up in drugstores. It does not have to be expensive to get a good full face of makeup, and I'm going to show you how. Okay, so first I went ahead and I moisturized my face with the Nivea Men Sensitive Cool Cooling Post Shave Balm. I picked this chick up from Maria Gloria Stark. She's also on YouTube. She's hilarious. She's one of my favorite people to watch. But this is great because she's right. She talks about how this is, made for skin that has just gone through it, right? It's just gone through a shave. And it is cooling to the skin and it is extra moisturizing. And I use this a lot. Now it does have a scent to it. It smells like a man, which I don't complain about because I love the smell of like men's colognes and everything. So that's a plus for me. I don't know if y'all like that or not. Okay, now that I've let my moisturizer set in for a couple minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face. And I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is just amazing in general. I mainly use it around my T-zone, where my pores are the most. And so I just sit here and I pat it in. I don't rub it in, I pat it in. And we will just continue to do that. Mainly around the T-zone, I'm gonna go a little heavier and then lighter on the outsides of my face. If you can see, look how this is already like blurring my face. Come in closer. Come here. So this is already blurring in my face and filling in my pores. I love using this primer. I use it quite often. She is well loved. So while this sits, I'm going to go ahead and go make myself a cup of coffee. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so the first thing I got here, I'm going to do my brows first. I got the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer. This is 300 Blonde. So you see it comes with a little spoolie at the end, and you just bring it up, and it's one of those pointed ones. Let me see if I can get in closer. And so I'm just going to go ahead and fill my brows in with that. Okay, so now that I got my brows on, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer. I have the shade Alabaster. So I'm just going to go ahead and dab it on and then blend it with my fingers and maybe a beauty blender that I picked up at CVS. So I got this at CVS. I didn't mention before, I got the eyebrow pencil from Target. So everything that I've bought or that I'm using in this video, I've either gotten from CVS or Target. I will say some of the brushes, I don't have, all of my brushes are not drugstore or Target bought. But they are still inexpensive. They are from BH Cosmetics, which has amazing products. I've used some of their products here on my past tutorials, some of their eyeshadow palettes. They're a great company and they do not break the bank. And I feel like they are constantly having a sale. Okay, so I have my eyes taped up, which I definitely got at a drugstore. It's just Scotch tape, nothing bougie. We're going to be working with 3 different things on our eyes today, all drugstore. So we're going to be using the LA Girl Wonderlust eyeshadow palette. And this is what it looks like. We're going to be going for a blue and peachy tone today. Blue and peachy look today. And then I also got this. So this one I got at CVS. I think it was like $12. Nothing that I'm using today is over $20. I'll say that. So don't quote me exactly on the prices, but I think that one was like around $11 or $12. This one, Revolution, I got this one at Target. Look at that one. Look at all those bright, fun colors. I think this is the most expensive thing that I'll be using, and I do believe it was around $15. And then I have this from Revlon, which I picked up at CVS. So one side is a liquid eyeshadow, and then the other side is kind of like a shimmer glitter duo. We're going to be working with the glitter on this one. Okay, so with my Wet n Wild brush, blending brush that I got for 99 cents, I'm going to first get into the LA Girl palette. I'm going to be starting off with this peachy tone right along the brow bone and the crease as my transition shade, and then I'm going to lay this darker peachy shade right on top of it. Alright, that peach is something else. I'm loving it. It's got a little, here, let me bring you in closer. Come here. It's got a little shimmer to it, which I was not expecting, and I'm also not upset about. All right, so now we're gonna get into the other palette, this Revolution palette that I picked up at Target. So I'm gonna, you'll understand why I'm laughing in a second. I'm gonna start off with Macaw here in the outside corner of my outer V. And then I'm going to blend it into Take Flight on the inside part of my eye with my flat brush from Wet n Wild, which also cost me 99 cents. Okay, so let's kick the drama up a bit. I like this. It's looking good. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to go back into the LA Girl palette. I'm going to go into this navy shade right here. And I'm going to put that on the outer V and make it my wing as well. Okay, this is looking most up, and we are going to add even more to it. We're going to go in with that Revlon, with that shimmer, and I'm going to put it on the lighter shade blue on the inner part of my lid. Oh, okay. I see you. Hello, Revlon. I got a bunch of these shades too. I forgot, somebody had recommended it. I forgot who. And they're like, go buy all the shades. And I was like, okay, yes, ma'am. And I did, and now I'm glad I did. Look at this. She is shining bright like a diamond. And I'm just going to bring it over here, but not wing it out. I'm just going to follow it just into where the wing starts. And pick up just a little more. At this one, I'm just going to tie it in. Wow. Every time I drop a cap, and this cap just happened to be product. That is, let me bring this. Come here. Come here. Look at that. Look at that shimmer, 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 y'all. That is cute. See? And I think these were like maybe $6 or $7. And you get 2 eyeshadows with each one matte one and then one glitter one. I'm just saying, like, you don't need money to get this kind of drama. Okay, so I went ahead and I did my other eye. Now just to, add a little extra maybe right there. Now just to meld this whole, so there's no harsh line between the glitter and that navy blue, I'm just gonna take my flat brush and just pat it right on top. And it'll kind of meld the two together. I'm just gonna add a little more navy on this side. All right. Look at that. Look at that. So look at it. All right. So now that we've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the face. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the NYX Color Correcting Palette, which is great. I use this often. I always end up using the peach underneath my eyes for the dark circles because your girl needs it. The green around the nose and on my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead and chin wherever I'm most red because it'll cancel out the red. And then I use the purple here along underneath my cheekbones where my skin tends to be a little more yellow, and it just really highlights and brings that skin more to life. So let's go ahead and get into that. Oh, and I'm using my NYX, Wet n Wild concealer brush, 99 cents. And this palette was probably like $6, $6, $7, I think. Okay, so now that I've color corrected my face, you can already see how much brighter and more evenly toned my face looks. I mean, I feel like I could just go out like this, but I'm not. I'm going to dip into some foundation now. It is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I don't know, that's in French. I have the shade Classic Ivory. It's a stick, and so I usually just do some like war paint type stuff, right? And this is more of a light to medium coverage, but it is definitely buildable if you are looking for more of a full coverage look. And then with my beauty blender that I got from CVS, and like this huge packet of beauty blenders, I dampened it, I squeezed out the extra water, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this all in. Okay, so as you can see, that blended out beautifully, very easily as well. And if you get in close, come here, you can see how nicely that sits on my skin. Don't mind my nails. I'm trying to heal them. But I use this quite often, this the NYX stick, foundation stick. Whenever I am looking for more of a light to medium coverage look. It's just so easy just to slap on and blend out real fast. I highly recommend it. All right, so now I'm gonna put on concealer, and since we already did the color correcting, we only need a little. Let me get you in a little close. Maybe not that close, that's fine, we're fine. I'm using the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop, No I Won't, and the shade Alabaster. We already went over this. This is what I use to prime my eyes. Well, now I'm using it as concealer. Like I said, I don't need a lot because I already color corrected. And I'm going to blend it out with that same beauty blender that I used. She's going to be a teacher, y'all. And my fingers. You know, don't be afraid to use your fingers. Sometimes those are the best tools that you can use in the application of makeup. I know with fingers, you know, they warm up and they warm up the makeup especially creams, and it makes it easier to blend. So usually I like to go in there with my fingers first, and then I will use the Beauty Blender just to pick up any excess product. Okay, so once again, that blended out beautifully. And to stick with the next trend, I am going in with the NYX Professional Makeup HD Studio Photogenic Finishing Powder. I think this is just a translucent shade, but it does say SFP01. I don't know if that means anything though. And I'm just gonna set my under eye. I'm not gonna bake or anything. I'm just gonna set wherever I put, well, more than my under eye, wherever I put that concealer just now. I'm just gonna go in with my Beauty Blender. What I like about this one that I picked up at CVS is it has a flat edge. So I just pour some of the translucent powder into the cap. I go under my eye and just tap it into my skin wherever I just laid down that liquid concealer. And this will help for the concealer not to crease. I don't know where y'all are from, but I am from Texas, and right now it is like everyone's freaking out. I'm kind of freaking out, I'm not gonna lie. But it's like 5 degrees outside, and it's been snowing, and there's ice everywhere, and you know, no one can go anywhere, nobody's working, they've canceled school for a whole week, and you know, things are crazy. Everyone's just staying home and hunkering down, and I don't know. And I'm just sitting here putting on makeup. Okay, and I am just gonna pick up a powder brush just to brush off any excess that might have caught on my face. Now this is one of the brushes that is not 99 cents. This is a BH Cosmetics brush, but their brushes are very inexpensive. Most of their products are very inexpensive as well. So I don't want to say that I paid more than maybe $5 for this brush. They're also a great side. Their products are amazing. Like I said, they're constantly having a sale, and they have great products for very cheap prices. Okay, so now that that is set, we're going to go ahead and get into contour and blush. Okay, so ultimately I want my finished look to look a little dewy, not as matte. So for my contour and my blush, I am going to be using cream products. Unfortunately, I know there are some available, I just don't own one, but there are cream highlighters that are available at drugstores. I just don't have one, so I'm going to use my powder highlighter that I have from the drugstore. So for my contour and bronzing, this is Instant Age Rewinding Corrector from Maybelline, New York, in the shade Hazelnut. And you just kind of twist it till you see some product puff up. Come on now. Watch me get way too much. And I just kind of dot it along here. Along my 5 head. Along my manly jawline. Thanks, Mom. I'm just gonna put just a little here. Just very tiny pressure dabs on the nose. I don't want a lot there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out with my blending brush. I like how this is looking. I do think it's a little much. It's funny when I talk while I'm blending out my throat. So I think there is a little too much on the bottom of my jawline and on my 5 head. It's a little dark, but that's okay. We can just go back with our other beauty blender, the one that we used our concealer on, and just tap over it and it'll pick up some excess, and boom, it looks a lot better. Okay, so now we're gonna get into one of my favorite drugstore brands. Now this one is a little more expensive than the NYX and the e.l.f. and the stuff like that. It's called Milani, but it is a great product, and like I said, it's still very cheap. So this is one of their cream blushes. It is shade Cheek Kiss. That's sweet. They're gonna kiss my cheek. And so using my finger, I'm just gonna go in and then dab just along the high points of my cheekbone. And then using one of my BH brushes, this is BH 137, I'm just going to tap that in and just kind of lift it up. And that'll give our face a nice lifting effect. Everyone is blowing my phone up about this damn snow. I mean, it's Texas. We're not used to ice and snow and stuff. Like, we go crazy here. Like, there's one snowflake, school's done. Wrecks everywhere. Like, Texas does not know how to handle snow and ice. The inside of my windows, I will say this, I've just been staying inside. I have no reason to go outside. And I'm just gonna play with makeup. I should be cleaning my house, but I'm gonna do this instead. But I will say one thing that I find, I understand the science behind it, okay? Because I am going to be a teacher, y'all. She's going to be a teacher. There's condensation. The condensation from the inside of my windows has caused the inside of my windows to freeze. So the inside of my windows are iced over, which is interesting, and I realize is going to eventually make a little mess. I'm going to go ahead and just barely dip my brush in this, just to kind of lighten, or dab a little there, dab a little here, a little there, a little this, a little that, and just dab it back into our skin. So yeah, so Texas is pretty much under like a state of emergency because I think we got like an inch of snow. And I know all you Yankees will laugh at that, but we really don't know what to do when it ices and snows and gets too cold out here. We're not used to it. I do online school, and for some reason they postponed all my assignments too. I mean, I'm not complaining. I don't understand it, but I'm not complaining. All right, bronzer and blush are done. We're looking good. Let's go grab that highlighter. All right, so once again, I'm using Milani. This is the Milani highlighter. As you can see, it's a trio. Whoops, I'm holding it upside down. As you can see, it's a trio. They have a light, a golden, and like a pinky one. I'm going for the pinky one because that's the closest to like a peachy shade that we have up here. So this is Pearl, Golden Quartz, and Rose Gold. So we're going in with Rose Gold. This is the BH Cosmetic Brush 140. So I know from using this in the past that this highlighter is really pigmented, so I don't need a lot. So I'm not going to pick up a lot. We'll just take this along our cheekbones, down our nose, chin, and above our brow bone. Okay, so with my under eye, here, come in closer, come here. I would like to, God, that's too close, whatever. I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl palette, and we're gonna do that, that dark peachy that had a little shimmer in it. There you go, now you can see her. We're just gonna go in that with my Wet n Wild blending brush. And just take that along the bottom line. I want to tie this peach back in because we are going to be using blue in the waterline, and we're not even done. We're using some blue eyeliner too, y'all. We're going for it. Who says you cannot be dramatic on a budget? Not me. I never said that. With my pinky, I'm going to get into this nice, pretty, like, blue shimmer shade and just pop that into my inner corner. All right, now that we've got that done, I'm gonna go into my waterline. With this, I picked this up at Target. They have, it's an incredibly cute product line. Well, now I feel like I need to come a little closer. We'll find a happy medium. I think this is it. Okay, so it's called Starlit Studio. It's at Target. They're very reasonably priced, and they have the cutest stuff. They have like little star eyeliner stamps and everything. They have body glitter, all sorts of stuff. I highly recommend them. This is the Art Boss Face Body Plus Body Pencils, so you can use it on your face or your body. It doesn't have a shade name, but it's like teal. It's aquamarine. So I'm just gonna take this into the waterline. Looking good, looking good. All right, now we could stop here, right, with the eyes. This could be a finished look, but I want to show y'all as many drugstore products as I can. So I am going to go in with, and these are some of my favorite highlighters, and I'll show you why. Not only because they're very pigmented and stuff like that. Come here, come closer. But these have my favorite wand when it comes to eyeliners. They come in every color, and they're great for graphic liners, everyday liner, anything you need. And it's the NYX Vivid, well, this one's Vivid Brights Professional Makeup. This is VBL05 Vivid Sapphire. Oh, I'm excited. But I mean, when I say they come in every color, they come in every color. Neon green, you got it. Purple, red, white, anything you can think of, they got it. So we're just gonna go ahead and follow the wing that we've made with that navy eyeshadow. And we're just gonna do, let's just go full draw on. We're snowed in. Let's just boom. But as you see, the wand on this is so, thin that you have so much control over what you're doing. And that's why I love these the most. I'll even, like when I finish one off, finish one off just sounds bad. Whenever I've finished using one of the eyeliners, I will just take the applicator and wash it off and use it for my gel liners. Ooh, she's thick. With eyeliners, I like to have my little compact mirror. And I'm gonna have to dip into this a lot because this one is highly loved and highly used. So I think she's almost out. I love this blue liner so much. And I'm not gonna bring it all the way across. I'm just gonna stop right here where the glitter starts. And now just straighten it up. Get back in. She's really almost done. If it wasn't like 4 degrees outside and snowing. Maybe I should brave the snow just to go to CVS and go buy another one because that's how much I love this eyeliner. So she is thick, y'all, and I am here for it. Okay, and nice, beautiful. I'm gonna go throw it on my other eye and I'll be back. Okay, as far as mascara goes, this is a no-brainer. I use it all the time. This is my go-to mascara. It's Maybelline Last Sensational. It went viral about how great it is, and it deserved to go viral. It is a great mascara. So I'm just gonna pop this on. I'm gonna follow it up with some Ardell Demi Wispy lashes. Pop this lash on camera. I'm gonna pop the other one on off camera. Like I said, the trick with lashes is just make sure that the glue is mainly dry and tacky before you pop it on. Make sure that you kind of put it on before you put the glue on to make sure that they fit your eyes. And then once it's on there, just get it as close to your lashes on your lash line as you can. And boom, your girl's on. Now when I do have long nails, I do use tweezers to help put them on, but like I said, my nails are trash right now, so I'm trying to let them heal so they're short. Alright, I'm going to do the other lash off camera, but we're looking bougie on a budget. Alright, lashes on, and like I said before, I wanted this look to be more dewy than matte, so I have my Milani Make It Dewy setting spray. I'm gonna put this on before I put my lips on and give her a little shaky shaky wobbly wobbly. Oh, that feels so good and refreshing. Oh, and she's dewy. She looks like she's glowing a bit. Put a little more on. I like that. Alright, so I have a NYX. Technically this is an eyeliner stick, but I use their eyeliners for lip liners as well. This is the NYX Epic Wear eyeliner stick in the shade Orange Zest, and then I'm going to pair it with this Revlon Ultra HD vinyl lip polish, which I also sometimes use on my eyes. It has high shine, and this is the shade, I don't see a shade number, but it's peachy. Yeah, I don't see a shade number. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. And here we have it, our final drugstore look. As you can see, like, it's so dramatic, and you don't have to do it. Like, you don't have to spend money, like a lot of money on makeup to get a great look. Like, I look bougie AF, and I have $8 in my bank account. And I look like I at least have $18 in my bank account right now. Maybe 80. But the palettes, I mean, I just want to go over, I mean, look, for $15, look at think of all the different combinations that you could get out of this palette. It's so bright and so vibrant. I've dipped into these glitters before, and they work so well. I've dipped into this neon, this one, I mean, all the greens, the purples are good, especially for drugstore, because purples are hard to make, y'all. Purples are really hard to make and get right, and they did it. And then this, I mean, you could go neutral just on the top row, or you can go friggin' bougie like we did. I mean, the options are endless, and you don't have to spend a lot of money to start wearing makeup, especially in the beginning. So yeah, now that I look all bougie and good, I'm ready to go out. And by going out, I mean going right back there to my bed and doing some homework or binge watching Netflix. I hope y'all have a great day.